Hello, welcome to my two favorite librarians. I'm Denise Corey.
I'm Chantel Taylor. We're back for another session.
I'm very, very happy. We got some positive feedback about this, so we decided to keep going. Most of the positive feedback was about how funny Chantel is. So people stopped me and said, "That's Chantel, she's so funny." And then I cried a little bit.
But people also can't tell us apart. So it could be either one of us, really.
No, they're like that. It's that funny, Chantel.
So today we're going to talk about
back to school.
Yes.
It's back to school week. I think New Brunswick goes back on Tuesday, and here in Cumberland we go back on Thursday.
Yeah. And we're excited because we're not actually going back to school.
No.
We're just nostalgic for it.
I'm nostalgic, but I'm happy to
not be going to school or buying school supplies and new sneakers.
But it does make me want to organize stuff.
I never feel like that. I do feel like September is the new year. I don't care about New Year's Eve, but September to me is like the beginning of the year. So like I've started my new organizer for the year and I've put my washi tape in to get everything. So I guess in that way I want to be organized.
I started to read Daring Greatly because part of my wanting to be organized is reading self-help books. So Daring Greatly, How the Courage to be Vulnerable Transforms the Way We Live, Love, Parent, and Lead by Brené Brown.
Sounds terrifying.
I couldn't get into it at all. I really wanted to. I just couldn't.
So what was the sort of philosophy? Like what were you supposed to do to make yourself more vulnerable?
It's like, if you fail, you can get back up and do other things and blah, blah, blah.
Some common sense?
I don't know. I couldn't get into it. But she's a really popular author. So, but did you read the Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up, The Japanese Art of Decluttering and Organizing by Marie Kondo?
Yes, I did a newspaper article about how terrifying it was and how you're basically cleaning every day, but it's extreme cleaning.
I felt like when I read that book, I felt like I was inside somebody else's OCD.
Yeah.
It was very, but you know what? I read it and I did take 4 garbage bags of clothes to the Bridge Workshop.
Yes.
And then I finally did throw away that old box of cords. Everybody has an old box of cords laying around, right? I brought it to the recycling. So I did do some things, but I am not going to thank my shampoo.
Well, and that was her thing. If it doesn't bring you joy, you can't keep it. But
Lots of things don't bring me joy.
My remote control right now is really ticking me off because the on-off button isn't working, but I'm not getting rid of it because I can't turn on the TV any other way.
Yeah, well, my bills that come to my house don't bring me any joy, but I need those.
Yeah, my cleaning supplies don't bring me any joy, but I have to continue to use those. So also the idea of emptying your purse out every night and then having to repack your purse in the morning. Ugh, who has time for that?
Yeah. And then when you need some weird random thing, it's not going to be in your purse.
Yeah.
I think maybe instead of organizing things, I'm just going to reread Harry Potter. Harry Potter makes me feel, all...
I haven't reread Harry Potter in a couple of years. I was kind of off the Harry Potter train, and there's been a lot of, social media and things popping up in YouTube, and I was like, I totally want to reread Harry Potter. I've been thinking the same thing.
I love rereading Harry Potter.
I'm going to listen to it, though. I'm going to listen to it on audio. Yeah.
Jim Dale is a lovely reader. What are you reading right now?
Right now, I am reading, what am I reading? The Madness of Lord Ian Mackenzie.
It's a romance, isn't it?
Yes, it is, by Jennifer Ashley.
There's always a lord. Why? How many lords are there?
There are 50 million of them in the
romance.
UK. Because they don't really exist. So, of course, there are fantasy dukes everywhere.
And are you enjoying it?
So far, so good. It's very quick to get the hero and heroine together within a chapter. They're running away to elope. So that's intriguing because usually once they get married, it all goes downhill. So I'm intrigued to see how this is going to work.
I'm reading The Vacationers by Emma Straub.
That's another, I was going to say reliable narrator, but that's not the right. Unreliable.
No, it's more like it's this family is on a 2-week vacation in Spain, and I'm about halfway through, and thus far everyone is really terrible. They're just not nice people.
I hate those books.
They're it's like a snapshot of a family going through a really rough patch, but they're like upper middle class family. So, their rough patch is running away to Spain to take a holiday.
Yeah.
That's what I want to do.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, you know what?
What?
One of my favorite things is going to be happening this fall.
What's happening?
Author readings. I love, love, love author readings. Our next author reading is Meryl Cook.
All of our programs are starting up in
I
September.
know.
So
Exciting.
another back to school thing is Summer Reading Club is done. Cumberland Reads is finished. So one of the new things we wanted to talk about, instead of talking about Cumberland Reads, was what's happening at the library.
So what's happening is Meryl Cook is going to be at the Spring Hill Library on September 11th at 7 o'clock. She wrote One Loop at a Time, and then she wrote One Loop at a Time, the Creativity Workbook. So she talks about using creativity as a vehicle for self-care. So I'm looking forward to that.
And you're going to be there in Spring Hill.
I'm going to be there.
I'm going to be at 100 Women Who Care. So if you're one of the ladies who kindly donated money to us when we won in June, you can come back and see me on September the 11th.
Say how we're going to spend that money.
Yes. You want me to say it now?
No. No, you don't want to give it up.
Okay, good. That's what I thought.
So, follow the library on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
And something else new we're trying to do is on Instagram on Tuesdays, I'm going to do some follow-up sort of posts, some Insta stories, something to sort of follow up on some of the books we talked about. Did we like them? Did we hate them? Did we finish them? Maybe
Doesn't always
things that we talk about that may be coming out in a couple of months that we've just received. So I'm going to try to do some follow-up on Insta stories, Instagram. I'm going to publicly shame Denise into joining me on Instagram, but she doesn't like Instagram. But maybe she can do some things on Facebook.
I do things on Facebook.
So maybe you can follow up on Facebook with your things, and I'll follow up on Instagram with my things.
And you can check out our website for all our coming events and to find out all of our social media handles.
Because they're all different.
What are we going to talk about next week?
Next week, we're going to be talking about one of my favorites, cookbooks. Love them.
All right, see you next week.
Bye.